actress, a singer, and a rising Broadway star. Now, you've seen her in hits like Cruel Summer, and now she's hitting the Broadway stage in Chicago. Please join me in welcoming the ever so talented Miss Olivia Holt to Fresh Out. For this outfit, girl.
I'm living for yours.
You look amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations on your Broadway debut. Big deal. Big deal. And it's even bigger because you are playing the iconic Roxie Hart in Chicago. What is it? Yeah. What is it about this musical, and in particular this role, that really just made you say yes?
Well, I love this musical. I saw this musical about 10 years ago, and it's so fun. It's so fun. There's so many different genres that play into this one specific show, and Roxie's just such a fun character to play. I mean, she has, as a female, I want to see roles that are like packed with so many different layers. It's like an onion, you know? You're just like kind of like pulling it all out, and like she just goes through the emotional Olympics in this show, and it's so fun to play, and I'm just loving it. Damn.
Woo! Now, years and years and years go into this big moment, but the steps right before you nailed the role, what was that audition process like?
Whew. I really wanted this role. I started out in theater. That's how I got into acting, and I knew I always wanted to go back to theater. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it was going to be Broadway. But I got the audition. I went in and I worked on the choreography. I did my vocal sessions. I put it all on tape because, you know, that's how we do things nowadays. And I worked really, really hard. And I originally got told no. I did, and it was a really difficult no for me, because, you know, I mean, as an actor, you get told no all the time, and you're like, oh man, that's a bummer, didn't get that one.
Plus, you just got off a hit series, so, you know, it's like telling me no. Yeah. But tell us more about that perseverance past the no.
It was a hard one. I was not well for a lot of days. I was like, no, I'm gonna tell them no, because I wanted it so bad, and so they allowed me to have the opportunity to audition again, and I worked even harder. And we just played. And I think that's why I love acting so much, is because you have the opportunity to just like try different things and have different approaches, and I got to do it with the music too, which was so fun, because it's a very specific, the show, I mean, so many Roxies have come in and played this role, and they put their own spin on it, and I feel very lucky that they allowed me to do the same thing. So,
oh my goodness.
Then I got the yes, and I was like, cool, I'm going to Broadway.
Okay, I mean, we can do a whole conversation about that.
I know.
But never let the first no be the final no, is what I took away from that. I just want to jump into advice really quick, okay? Because when you talk about Chicago, it holds the record for one of the longest running musicals in Broadway history. When you talk about women, everyone from Angelica Ross to Michelle Williams to Brooke Shields have all been in your shoes, or should I say heels. What has been some of the best advice? What has been some of the best advice that you received about this role?
That's a good question. The passion is very alive in this show. I mean, from the beginning of the audition process, meeting the creatives behind the show, and now being in the show and just soaking all of it up, and the conversations that I have with every single person, it's real theater. It's like they want every single night for it to impact somebody in that audience. And I think all the women that you just named have done such an incredible job at playing this role in particular, because all of them are such strong women and have carved their own way in their careers, and have just given people the opportunity to like be them.
That's it.
And I think it's so fun because Roxie is just her at all times, and she's on her own agenda at all times, and I feel like all of those women have like just always stood their ground in anything that they've done.
And now it's Olivia Holt's time.
Okay. Now it's my time.
Want to talk about your music, right? We know about The Cruel Summer and the hit TV series. We're now talking about the Broadway with you in Chicago. Want to talk about your music career. Who are some artists that you're listening to, and can we expect some original music?
Yeah. Yes, I have had a really amazing and just interesting, I mean, we've all had a really amazing and interesting last few years, but I feel like the pandemic really allowed me to explore my sound, experiment, you know, do the trial and error, what I like, what I don't like, what feels like the right path for my artistry. And I'm very happy to say that I feel like I've really locked that in, and new music will for sure be coming out this year.
That's all we need. Well, thank you so much, Olivia Holt. You guys can catch her at the Roxie Hart on Broadway through June 4th. So get those tickets. I'm your girl, Jamila Mustafa. This is Fresh Out Live. Until next time, peace.